Here we go. 3, 2, 1, action!
Earlier this year, Sony worked with Redscope Films to create an ad for the Cinema Line cameras. From our own practical experience as a production house, our aim was to showcase the camera's capabilities, versatility, and range. Because of this, our approach was to put these cameras in real production scenarios, highlighting situations that the Cinema Line cameras would actually be used in. From the compact nature of the FX3, the versatile FX6, TV and documentary favourite FX9, and the feature film camera in Venice. We wanted to put our own flair to the project by adding stunning visuals, but in a relatable manner for all camera users out there. To help elevate each model, our brainstorming all pointed to giving each camera a certain purpose and location, with the central focus on the record button. Being filmmakers ourselves, we wanted the viewer to feel connected to our story.
1, action!
The craziness of the process towards the final push of the record button on set. How everything in pre-production and post-production rides on the record button and what is captured. From the director, producers, DOP, talent, extras, and more, essentially, it's the record button that brings everything together and what makes any production successful. Without it, there wouldn't be a story to tell, show, or share. With this in mind, we decided to pursue 4 different, distinct productions for the range. A promotional clip for an indoor bouldering gym, an editorial fashion shoot, a reality food documentary film, and a fight scene for a feature film. These 4 scenarios would allow us to show off how great these cameras are for any project. We wanted the viewer to know that they didn't need to second guess what is captured in the camera, that they could just trust the camera to bring their footage to life.
I'm ready.
We had a tight shooting schedule. Our principal photography was captured in just 2 days. For rock climbing, we showcased the FX3 in action so we could demonstrate the lightweight and compact nature of the camera. In this scenario, we wanted to allow the talents to maneuver around the bouldering gym with ease, while capturing the epicness of climbing itself. We asked the talent to hand-hold the FX3. We wanted to showcase that it can be used in both controlled and spontaneous movements. As climbing itself can be abrupt, the FX3 was the preferred model for its fast autofocus to capture dynamic movements, and how the full-frame sensor can be great for low-light environments like this. For the FX6, we felt that an editorial fashion set was the way to go. With the ever-increasing demand for content by fashion brands within social media marketing, it seemed obvious to showcase the camera for this situation. Often on these shoots, it's a light crew, so we opted to highlight a 1-person crew filming the model. Operators are able to utilize the FX6 with its lightweight design to create various angles and movements, whether on a tripod, a gimbal, or handheld. Other features like the inbuilt ND filter also allow a more efficient workflow. For the food documentary, we inserted the FX9. Inspired by Netflix and other high-quality food content productions, we wanted to establish a candid documentary feel to this section. As the FX9 has become synonymous in documentary filmmaking, we had the talent shooting on the shoulder to showcase the on-the-fly nature of this scenario, as well as being able to capture dynamic angles. From food prep through to plating up, we opted for a small crew to give our viewers an insight into how a real-life production of this type would be done.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, lift.
Finally, for our feature film scenario, we went with the industry-leading Venice. Our vision for this camera was to film a cinematic action sequence to show the capabilities of the camera in a fast-paced production. The decision was made to shoot an action scene that would be dynamic enough for the visual aesthetics, but also allowing us to showcase the features of Venice. This setup required professional stunt actors, a cast of extras, and a large-sized crew to give our viewers insight into the technical nature of a feature film set. Through high production value like lighting, choreography, and location choices, we made sure that the scenes shot with Venice had a Hollywood standard that would help differentiate in experience and functionality for all involved.
That's perfect.
To help summarize the unison of all 4 scenes, the record button was highlighted as the climax to help elevate the visuals of the ad. This was through the storytelling of the piece complemented by the cinematic score. By having all 4 talents in a void while holding the Sony Cinema Line range, our intention was to link back to the record button as it revisits their creative concepts coming to life. The ad was created with the intent to showcase the unity of high technical quality and the artistic desires to share people's experiences with others around the world, which is something that Redscope Films and many other creatives can resonate with. Whether through passion projects or professional briefs, the Sony Cinema Line range has been bringing many stories to life, which is why we felt our overarching concept was the best choice for this ad. From our experiences starting with pre-production, principal photography days, and post, we are thankful to Sony for letting us share their story through our lens, all within the tap of the record button. We're Redscope Films, and this is why we choose Cinema Line by Sony.